Okay, Craig, you want to do?
Yeah, I guess.
You want to do it?
Well,
Yeah, go ahead, get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Okay, Panthers Browns. I don't know why y'all picked this game. I guess only because of the revenge thing, maybe. But
only because of the revenge thing.
Obviously coaching. I cannot pick. I don't think I'm ever going to probably out of these games that they play. I'm never going to pick Matt Rule. Even if they're going against a first year head coach, I just can't do it.
God dang.
Like I'm not picking him. And obviously Stefanski, like he's been to the playoffs. He's had some type of success.
Yeah.
Last year they've had injuries at the quarterback position, but
I like Stefanski though.
I think he's solid.
Coach.
As far as the offensive side goes, I think Baker Mayfield is a better quarterback than Jacoby Brissett when he's healthy. But everything else and they have better wide receivers. So quarterback and wide receiver to me goes to the Panthers. I like DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. They just got Chenault from Jacksonville. They have Terrence Marshall, who if he can get up and going, I don't know what's his issue.
And they got Rashard Higgins.
Yeah, they do, and he has a connection with.
Jeez, man.
They have some pieces. They have Shi Smith from South Carolina, so they have pieces. DJ Moore has never really had a breakout season, so we'll see if he can do something there. But the running backs and offensive line is easily the Browns. I like the offensive line way more than the Panthers, even though I think the Panthers have upgraded their line in the offseason. As far as the running backs, I like Christian McCaffrey, obviously, but he just can't stay healthy. He hasn't been able to stay healthy the last couple of years. So you have one running back versus two really good running backs who could start. Either one of these guys could start, and that's why Hunt wanted. What the rumors were, Hunt wanted out of Kansas City.
He could start,
starter. Like he could still start. So,
you mean Cleveland?
I mean, out of Cleveland. I forgot he played with Kansas. But out of Cleveland because he wants to be a starter, and I don't blame him. But you have a good 1-2 combination here with those two guys versus Christian McCaffrey, who, if he stays healthy, he's really good. But if he doesn't, which he hasn't been able to, it is what it is. On the defensive side, now the Carolina Panthers were number 2 last year in overall defense, but one thing about them was they were high in the pass, but they could not stop the run. Now I think their passing defense is going to be still pretty good, but I mean they're losing a guy like Hassan Reddick. Now Stephon Gilmore, who didn't play a lot last year, but he's still factored into some of the games later on in the season. They're getting J.C. Horn back. Hopefully that helps. C.J. Henderson's going to be there. Don't know what role he's going to play. And they still have Dante Jackson. And obviously like I said, they lost Reddick. They lost Brown, who went to the Bills. But I mean, on the other side, obviously you got two of the better pass rushers in the NFL. So with the Browns, it's kind of tough because I know Carolina's still going to have issues stopping the run. But with Clowney and Garrett on the other side, then you're getting you got Newsome in the back or in the secondary. You have Denzel Ward in the secondary. You have, I don't know how to say his name, the kid from Notre Dame, I believe Jeremiah something. I don't want to mess his name up. The linebacker.
Jock.
Sure, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go with that. Mm-hmm. He's going to be really good, I believe. So it's tough. Offensively, I didn't pick a team, but I'm going with the Browns just because they have a better offensive line.
Yeah,
it's going to be tough to hold up against for the Panthers. Even though, like I said, it's gotten better, but it's going to be tough for them to hold up against Garrett and Clowney, and even you can add in JOK and whatever else. It's going to be tough. Defensive side, I'm going to slightly go with the Browns. As well, but at the end of the game, I picked the Browns pretty much in all three of these categories. But I picked the Panthers to win the game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout for the Panthers, but I think they can make enough plays, even though I picked the Browns in all the categories. I think the Panthers can win this game. They're at home. Baker Mayfield has a lot to prove, basically. He doesn't have to worry about Sam Darnold coming in, looking over his shoulder. If he can get Christian McCaffrey going, he can stay healthy. Get some of these receivers going. I think the defense can make enough plays, especially with Brissett back there. So I'm going Carolina 24-21.
All right. Bo, the revenge game. Baker Mayfield versus I don't want to say that.
So
Carolina Panthers versus the Browns.
I'm gonna go to Browns coach. I mean, even with the obvious issues, the obvious elephant in the room, I'm gonna go with the Browns coach as far as coaching. Offense, only because Deshaun not playing. I'm gonna go with Carolina. I mean, if you look at overall receivers, overall offense, I'm gonna go with Carolina, especially now because of quarterback. Because if you look at it, the receiver room, is it really that bad? Is it really that much of a deficiency? I mean, if Chris McCaffrey is healthy, is Cleveland backs really that better? I mean, so now coming down to quarterback play. I mean, yes, Cooper, but outside of Cooper, I mean, Carolina you got DJ Moore, you got Marshall, you just added a receiver. Let's see what they're gonna do. Defense, I'm gonna go Cleveland. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it at just. I'm gonna keep it at that. I'm gonna go Cleveland. Honestly, I think if Deshaun was playing, my choice would be my pick would be different. Okay. I think Baker's gonna come out. I think Baker's gonna come out motivated, on fire. I think he's gonna come out very motivated. Like this for him, it's going to be a wake up call. Kind of like where you at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go Carolina winning this one. I'm gonna say 28-20.
Okay. That's a good one. So this is an interesting game. I picked it only because Baker Mayfield versus Cleveland. Obviously, that was not a good. It wasn't really good. I don't even want to say breakup. It was just, it wasn't good. It wasn't the way they didn't leave each other on good terms, and it wasn't, it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool what they did. That's the bottom line, right? So, I mean, that's the nature of the business. That's how it is in the NFL. Not for long. Cleveland for the coach. Gotta go Cleveland. Kevin Stefanski is a better coach. Matt Rule's on his way out, and I think he's a little overwhelmed. Doesn't know what he's doing. Stefanski does, because he was kind of not raised, but he saw how it is because he was in the NFL for so long to see how it operates and runs. And Matt Rule didn't. And it sucks. Offense is, I'm going to have to go Carolina. You got, the receiver core is deep. I know their offensive line is blah, 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 but you got Christian McCaffrey, who's healthy. Right, he has to factor in. You got Baker Mayfield, who's a better quarterback than Jacoby Brissett. You got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Terrence Marshall. Then you have Shi Smith, Rashard Higgins, who has a rapport with Baker Mayfield, and you got Shenault. I mean, that's a great amount of weapons. So I gotta give the offense edge to Carolina. Defense, I got to go Cleveland. I mean, they have probably, second. A lot of people say he's the best player this year. If he could put the season together, he might win Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Myles Garrett. And then they got Jadeveon Clowney, and then they got Jock, man. JOK, who the Commander should have drafted him, but he fell. I wanted him so bad. But they said he was too small, but he's starting for another good defense. That's how it always happens, guys. If you're a Commander fan, that's how it always happens. All right. Then our corners, you got Denzel Ward, Greg Newsome. Gosh, Lee. Then you got Duplett, John Johnson back there. Cleveland's defense is really good. So, overall, because of Jacoby Brissett, the offense did not look good. This is the real deal. I have Carolina Panthers winning the game. And the score will be, it'll be a defensive game. So I'm going to say 24-21. Carolina Panthers.
Dude stole my score.
Yeah. I think it's just going to be low scoring. I don't think it's going to be like a good game. It's going to be good. But
I don't know about that, but we'll see.